Hey guys, how's it going? And this is my first video on my YouTube channel, and it's also gonna be our first big zoo project. We're gonna build a Thundra Zoo, as you maybe can see in Planet Zoo franchise mode. And for the first video, this is gonna be a speed build, so I just built and then I'm now commentating it. So as you can see, I just started with basic paths. I was quite struggling with them because I'm not good with paths in Planet Zoo. So I had to get that right. But after some time, I just was able to build down a little plaza, just where we can get some food and drinks stalls in the future. Then I tried to get the paths the color I wanted, but I don't know how this works. If you guys know it, leave it in the comments. Would really help me. Then next, I just built a basic staff area. Just the basics, like keeper hut, vet, quarantine, and this stuff. So just the basics that we need at the start of a zoo. I did choose big. I did choose big buildings, so the bigger ones, because then I don't have to renew it like in episode 3 already, so I can just keep it how it is at the moment. So also I was struggling with the staff area, but eventually I was able to build it down. It's alright, I'd say. Nothing fancy, nothing special. Yeah, so I was just able to build down a little nice little staff area. And yeah, again, I struggled with the paths. I'm really not good with paths. If you have recommendations or tips, leave them in the comments. And yeah, this is my final staff area. We're gonna decorate it, but now I just wanted to get the first enclosure. And as you can see, it's gonna be the red foxes. So I just quickly checked how many you can have of them. You can have 1 to 14. 1 to 14. You can have 13 males and 1 female, or 13 females, 1 male. And then I did build the enclosure. The enclosure is, I think, 1,200 meters squared. They need a little less, but we want to breed them and have more than just like 2, so I just built it a little bigger. Then I installed the keeper gates so that our keepers can access the enclosure when the animals are sick or just to deliver them. And then I just wanted to try custom barriers. So I started with just some boring glass. Just boring glass. And then I decorated it, as you can see. And yeah, for this enclosure I wanted it to be like something foresty, because the foxes live in the forests, and I just wanted it to be like something that looks like out of the forest, but still like it's a good fence. So I used these tree trunks to build some like posts around the glass. They were really high, but yeah, you can just move them down. So then I did this, and I am actually really happy with how they came out. But yeah, you'll see in a second. Yeah, then I then I took those wooden fences that are available, and then I just put them in to make like a gas barrier as well, so that no one touches the glass or something. I don't know if the NPCs or guests in Planet Zoo can actually do this, but like it's part of the story, if you know what I mean. So then I just took another tree trunk to make like a, how to say it, I think a roof, but not really a roof for the berries, just to make it look nicer. And yeah, that would be our first barrier done. So then I just copied the whole thing. Yeah, then I took it and placed it around the enclosure. Yeah, as you can see, with custom barriers, it's quite easy. I thought it would be harder, but it's quite easy. You just gotta copy them, and then you can go in advanced movements, and then you can just place them, move them really easy. So when I wanted to turn it, I turned it wrong. I had a little, it was a little hard because I deleted some of it, then I couldn't copy it. But then I remembered I have this one still, and then I just put it over, and did the whole thing again on this side. Then yeah, I just put them there, but then I realized they have no roof on it like the other ones, so I just quickly had to go to grab those logs again and then put it on there. And yeah, with the custom barriers, we're actually done because then you've seen a second. Then I decided to put a rock wall around the rest of the enclosure just to make it look more natural, because I like that. I'll do it in a lot of my enclosures, and just I don't want the guests to have it that they can look in from all sides, because I know that stresses the animals maybe. So I just did a rock wall so you can just see it from the front and a little from the side, from the right. So I put the final wood pieces in, and this would be our barrier with the custom barriers. I really like it. It was actually one of my first times doing custom barriers, but I'm really pleased with how it came out. And then I took those tiger rocks from the tiger, and then I just placed them around the enclosure. I really like them because it's like perfectly for what a zoo is. At Thundra Zoo, you have those gray rocks. I just don't want to use the all white because I don't think that they look really natural. But then you have this gray and snow on top, really beautiful, and it's really good for our enclosure. So I placed them all around. Then I took some smaller rocks just to fill the gaps and make it look more natural, because when you only have big rocks around all the same, then it doesn't look so natural. So I just placed some small rocks to make it look a little more natural. And then you can see I left an area out, and there are we gonna build, that's where we're gonna build the hard shelter. And I was also gonna do a custom hard shelter, because the in-game ones I don't really like. I'm not good with custom hard shelters or just custom buildings, but eventually it worked. Yeah, it worked pretty good, I'd say. Still, I was struggling with the walls, but then I was able to get it right how I wanted. I'm just like, if you guys have recommendations or could explain this with these editing groups to me in the comments, that would be really helpful, because I still don't understand how do you come in an editing group? How do you activate it, or how do you get out, and stuff. So if you guys know it better, then just you could leave it in the comments, a description how to do it better, because I couldn't find a YouTube tutorial. So, and I tried to figure it out, but I didn't. So yeah, just if you guys know it, leave it down in the comments. That would be really helpful. So yeah, anyways, I used those rock walls. I think they're pretty okay. Then I just copied it over and I built nice little hard shelter. Yeah, and for the roof, I just firstly I wanted to go with like a angled roof, but then I couldn't find one that I like. So yeah, I just used the flat roof. Then I just moved it to place, moved one rock to fill a gap. Then we hired some staff, just a vet, mechanic, keeper, and a caretaker. And then we actually bought our foxes, and we could just buy foxes for um, points. So I don't know how you call it, these points that you have where you can buy animals. I really don't know how you call it because my game's in German and I don't know it in English. So yeah, just I used these points, but I couldn't buy a female. I only bought 2 males. But then I remembered that you can only have 1 male and 13 females or opposite. So but I want to have females more than males so that we can breed more. So one of our males is actually staying in the quarantine center for now. And yeah, this is our male. Beautiful black fox. I quickly checked checked if they can escape. He could escape at 2 points. I wasn't sure how, but then I just took some rocks because and put them in because what I do in a lot of my enclosures is I put some rocks in the barriers just to make it look more natural. And I thought it's a little ugly, but it's not that bad. So I just took some rocks, filled the gaps, and yeah. And yeah, this is our done enclosure. So I was gonna put in some plants, but just to show this enclosure, then I just quickly checked if he could still escape. And thankfully he couldn't escape, so I could focus on putting stuff in the animals, in the animals, in the enclosure. I didn't have any toys because I never built for red foxes and I haven't done vet research, but I'm currently doing vet research so that I can get toys. Yeah, no toys, no toys. So then I already put in some food and drinking for them and a burrow because foxes use burrows and I always like burrows in my enclosures. So yeah, I just use one burrow because at the moment we only have one fox, you know. Then I just put in some food and drinking, and then it was time to move on with plants. But yeah, here now you can see how I started the vet research. And then hopefully next episode we can put some toys and more enrichment in the fox enclosure. Then I just created a little work zone with all our buildings and the enclosure because I forgot to do it at the start, so I just did the little work zone so that we even can start our research. I was struggling to put the enclosure in the work zone, but eventually could do it because it's not that hard. Should have done it the first time, but yeah. Then as it started to get dark, I quickly started my vet research. And then after doing the vet research, it was almost dark, so I just started to put in some plants for our fox. And yeah. And I only use plants from North America and Europe, and from the taiga and tundra, because that's really the theme of our zoo. North America and Europe is not the theme for the animals, but just like tundra and and taiga is the theme. Then I just put in some trees that I thought were nice, but a lot of these trees had Christmas decoration, and I don't wanted that, so I just used the ones without Christmas decoration, put them in. Then I used some smaller plants like bushes and stuff, just to make it look more natural, because I like it when you don't have just big trees, but also some plants on the floor. Put them in. You can see our fox running around. I think he's quite happy, and hopefully in the next episode we can also get him a mate so that they can breed and that he's not alone. Then I just put one more tree in, and I think that would be the done enclosure. Make sure to put in the comments how you like the enclosure, rate it from 1 to 10. If you got tips and recommendations, let me know it. Here you can just see the final enclosure. And yeah, I think that would be the video. Bye guys!